A lot of times we think, oh man, I got my license, so now I'm going to make a ton of money. I just have to sit back and not talk to anybody now. And no, it comes from talking to a lot of people and getting the coaching and making adjustments. So that's what we're going to talk about. And having a plan of action. So massive action will create the skills needed. Sometimes we want the skills before we take action. It's the reverse, especially in this business. It's the reverse. It's action, and then the skills will come. It's consistent action, and then the skills will come. So we're going to talk about schedule here a little bit and how to plan and expectations for yourself, right? And if you're working with a coach, by gosh, I hope you're working with a coach in here, not trying to do this yourself. We want to help you win, and we want you to help you win fast, but you need to take the coaching. And sometimes it's stuff you don't want to hear. It's to make you better. It's coming from a place of caring, not a place of criticism. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk about creating expectations for yourself and planning. Okay, planning a schedule. How many of y'all know that we have a birthday, B-day, and then we have an end day over here? Do you know when your end day is yet?
Nope.
I hope not. Okay, that's when the tombstone comes in, right? And the birthday we all celebrate, and then in between we have this, and it's called a dash, right? And it's a dash, and then what happens is this is actually the time that we have on Earth. Sometimes it's shorter, sometimes it's longer, but what are we doing in the time that we have? The hours, the minutes, the seconds. People walk in, like I said before, people have their insurance license, they think they're going to go out and make a lot of money. Well, we got to take some of the time to create the action, to create the skills, to create the income. What we do then is, in these hours, minutes, and seconds, we have choices, right? A, B, C, D, E activities, right, Jake Joseph?
That's right.
Tracking with me? What's the A activities? Those are the most important things for you to do. All right. What's the most important things that you need to do? And you can do this in your personal life and your business life, but right now we're talking about business life. What's the most important things we can do is income producing activities. The stuff Mike was talking about with the panel on dialing, the stuff Megan was talking about door knocking, meeting with clients, that's income producing activities. Hiring a new agent falls into that category, right? So what's the B activities? These are basically things that should be done, right? But they're not the most important things that should be done. You're not gonna not make money if you do these things, but you're not gonna make any money in this business if you're not doing these things. So A is better than B, right? We learned that in school. Okay. All right. And then what's C? C is like things that are nice to do, right? It would be nice to take some time to do this, but if you don't have your A activities done, then don't take the time to do that. Okay? Do these first. That's why it's at the top. Number one. And then D is delegate. Delegate. There's so many things that we can delegate. I'm not going to go through everything because I don't have enough time. My suggestion is to get a piece of paper and a marker or pen and just brainstorm. What can you delegate off to somebody? I will tell you that Mike and I, we bought our house how many years ago? He's not in here. In like 05 it was. So however many years that is. We have not mowed our grass, nor have any of our kids ever mowed our grass in the last 20 some years that we've owned our house. Why? Because that's something we delegate to somebody else to come and mow their grass. I get people that say, well, I enjoy mowing. Well, then fine, mow your grass. I'm just telling you what we did to delegate some of the things that took our time so that we could focus here. That's just one example. Laundry, cleaning, you name it, things, stuff. Eliminate. This is eliminate. I told you my spelling's not best. You do not have to be super smart to make a lot of money in this business, okay? That's the good news. So things that you can eliminate. What are some things that you know, like I think of it all the time. I'm like, what are some things that are taking my time that I don't really need to be doing? So I'm not going to go through the list. That is a personal choice between you. And if you choose to be very transparent, you can let your coach know. Really focus and really are real with yourself on where your dash is going. Can I say it like that? Mm-hmm. Where your dash is going. So it's your birthday, end date, and a dash on your headstone. That's where I'm going with that, right? Think about those things. This is your homework. Go write it down. What are some things I can delegate? What are some things I can eliminate? What are things that I should be doing? What are some of the most important things that I need to do to earn income in this business? Where's your time going? If you can just get that one thing, where's your time going, and answer that real, you'll be able to free up a lot of time to make phone calls and meet with clients. I get some people that say that they can't run, 20 appointments a week. I'm like, where's your time going? Seriously. Right? All right. So this is not suggestions. This is expectations. This is what we do. All right. This is what we do. So, all right. So that's that. So you can't expect what you don't inspect. Even if it's you yourself, or if you're working with a coach, you can't expect what you don't inspect. What does that mean? I can't expect Chris to go run 20 appointments or 30 appointments a week if I don't know what is going on with his activity, right? What's the activity in this? Leads. We need to know how many leads are we getting? We need to know how many dials are we making? Phone calls are we making? How many connects do we have? How many appointments did we set? How many did we sit with? How many of those that we set did we sat on those? Okay, they were actually there, etc. What's the AP, or how many applications or annualized premium did we get? So that's what we want to do. Here's what we do. I'm going to use an example. Okay, this is just an example. All right. Not pointing out any one person, although I could do that. All right. So leads, let's say somebody's getting, I don't know, let's say it's 5 leads a week. Okay. Let's just say they're A leads. All right. I'm not going to go over the different leads. That's why we have the lead performance team to do leads. But let's say you're doing that and you have 100 dials. Can I tell you 100 dials? All right. Who set it up here? $50 an hour? Was it you, Chris? That's what 40 to 50. 40. If you're connecting with more people, you're going to have less dials per hour. If you're connecting with less people in that hour, you're going to have more dials per hour. If you're doing this, if you're doing something else, it's going to take you a lot longer. Okay. All right. So let's say this person did 100 dials. Let's say they had, I don't know, 15 connects. Let's say they set out of that 9 appointments. Okay, we say 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. If you set 3, you'll sit with 2, and you'll help 1 family. Okay, 3, 2, 1. All right. Sometimes these numbers don't work out as 3, 2, 1. If you set 3, you might sit with all 3. You might help all 3. If you set 3, you might sit with 0 and help 0. Okay, but the average. These are average numbers, all right? So 3, 2, 1. And then let's say you did that, then you sat with 6, thank you. And then you would help 3. You'd write 3 applications or help 3 families. And let's say in this scenario, we made $2,000. All right. Let's say our goal, not made, let's say we submitted 2,000, okay? 2K, submitted an application, AP. All right, so let's say you just doubled this with the massive action activity. Right. Let's say we get 10 A leads, and then we have 200 dials, and then we have 30 connects, and then we have 18 set, and then we sat with 12. Is that right?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
And then we wrote 6 applications, and then this doubled to $4,000 in annualized premium. Okay? You just doubled your income by doubling your activity.
That's right.
That's it. That's why we talk about this A activity thing. This is so huge. Here's the thing I will tell you, and I'll end on this. When you're creating expectations for yourself, with your coach, with the person helping you, here's the things you know to execute. Okay? What we do is we review. Excuse me, let me go back. We review, we adjust, we execute. Review, adjust, execute. Expectations on this is if you're working with me or Mike or Jake or some of the leaders here, track your numbers. Know these. Know what your numbers are. 3 connects and no sets on your dial day. Pick up the phone and call us. If you have appointments scheduled, let us know. Call from the home on every appointment. Call from the home on every appointment. When you call from the home, we will be there to help you. We can't help you if you don't call from the home on these appointments that you're working on. And then stick to your schedule like a savage. Like a savage. If you know this, you know this, and you know that this is a big part of being a savage with your appointment or with your schedule. So review, adjust, execute.